I'm sitting here with Mr. Seaver and Mrs. Cooper. Mr. Seaver has been in the hospital for quite some time at Martin Memorial, and this is his story. How long have you been here?
I've been here 34 days.
And what brought you here?
I came into the emergency room with flu-like symptoms and were diagnosed with acute leukemia.
Since you came here and found out your diagnosis, how has your stay been on 3 West?
I've been very impressed with the staff, and they've made me feel very comfortable, and they've made it the best that I can imagine so far with the diagnosis that I've had.
Would you say, if you had to explain what it is that you miss about being at home and you had some wishes that we could grant to you while you were here, what do you wish you had while you were here?
Well, I'm on a regular diet, which is fair to me, and probably raiding my own refrigerator for things I like in the middle of the night, or being here 24 hours. It's like nice to have a snack or something that you're used to having, something that comforts you.
So would it be fair to say that if you had your own mini refrigerator in the room, it would make it a lot easier for you to give you some of the comforts from home, that you wouldn't have to disturb the nurses to go and get something for you, or have to get yourself up out of the bed, put a mask on, walk down the hallway to the refrigerator to get what you wanted?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, is there anything else that you wish you had while you were here?
Well, at times you discover after being here day after day that the television programming really isn't that good, and it's a lot of the same stuff, and probably to have a DVD player where you could get movies that you enjoyed before and watch the latest movies and would be a nice thing. Not to sound selfish or that I'm under great care now, but that would be something that would make it better.
Would you feel if you had some of the comforts at home, it would possibly motivate you to keep a positive outlook on your prognosis?
Well, that mainly comes from me, but yes, everything does help. It certainly helps, and the people here have proved that to me, to help me keep a positive attitude through this crisis.
And behind you, I noticed that there's a board that they've had donated from the Dodge from the Cure Foundation, and that is called a whiteboard. The whiteboard is in place for you to use to make a plan of care with the doctors and nurses. How would you say that that board has helped you with your plan of care so far while you were in the hospital?
Well, there's a lot of people taking care of me, and sometimes it gets kind of confusing, the names, the persons on shifts at that time. So you can write the names down and even questions, as sometimes the doctors are very busy and they only come in for 2 minutes and they see how you're doing, they check your lungs, heart rate, and then after they leave you, you say to yourself, wow, I forgot to ask him this or that. And that's what makes this board so good, is you can write the questions that from day to day you might need to ask them and put it on the board, and then it helps you remember, as they only come in infrequently, and for a short time sometimes.
Have you seen that they have used the board in collaboration with your care? Have you had the doctors come in and actually look at the board and discuss with you what they're going to do?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, sometimes I forget about the board and they look over and check, knowing that I have I write my concerns on there, and they check the board. They get into that thing where they check the board, and sometimes I could forget.
That's great. And Mrs. Cooper, being someone of significant to him, being his significant other, what would you say you wish he had while he was in here that could maybe make his stay a little bit better?
I don't know. I'm blank.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know.
I can even just leave that out.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that if we could make any of your wishes come true besides the obvious, just make this all go away? Is there anything else that we could do for you when we do this fundraiser that you think would make a difference for you and any other patient that's faced with the diagnosis of cancer and has to stay in the hospital?
Blank on that, dude.
Okay. Thank you guys very much.
Time will